Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best budget monitors in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these monitors, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which monitor are you using right now and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Asus VG259Q. Best for gaming. One of the best Asus monitors is the Asus VG259Q. This gaming monitor is an excellent one because it has amazing specs, overall great performance, and on top of that, it's not very expensive like the other high-end premium gaming monitors. It has a very nice looking minimalistic design and it provides excellent image quality. Asus VG259Q offers a fast 1080p IPS panel which is very fast and provides great image quality. It looks very nice, it's not too flashy, but the design overall looks pretty beautiful. The matte black chassis is a nice texture that's very durable and pretty easy to maintain against fingerprints and dust. The borders of the monitor are very thin and almost unnoticeable while gaming or working. The Asus VG259Q does not have RGB lighting features at the rear, however you can add your own LED strips if you want to. Another great thing is that it has a fully adjustable stand and it weighs around 11 pounds. Lastly, I'd recommend this monitor to anyone who's looking for a great gaming monitor that has a lot to offer. The design is pretty simple and it looks very plain, it's very durable and it'll last you for years. This monitor has many other great gaming features that you should check out, and if you've already decided to buy an Asus budget monitor, make sure you take a look at the Asus VG259Q. Number 4. BenQ EW2780. Best under $200. The BenQ EW2780 comes with a special proprietary technology branded HDR-I. The I is for intelligent. We think that apparently uses both the content on screen and the ambient lighting to give you a better HDR experience with no loss of detail in either the darkest or lightest parts of the picture. BenQ's new premium 27-inch 4K monitor shows smaller can sometimes be smarter, thanks to a compact footprint and USB-C connectivity. In our experience, it's better than standard HDR in some cases, but not in others. But there's not a huge amount in it. There are actually two HDR-I modes, one for games and one for entertainment, so that's plenty of room to experiment. It sports essentially the same contemporary aesthetic with slim bezels on three sides of the panel, the lower border forming something of a more prominent chin. Immediate impressions are of an acutely vibrant, punchy display. No doubt the relatively elevated static contrast of 1300:1 contributes to that impressive performance. Factor in the slim bezels and the result is a very fine-looking monitor, both in terms of design and the viewing experience. The default factory calibration is nicely judged too, avoiding excessive saturation. The BenQ EW2780U is very usable right out of the box. Number 3. Dell S2721Q. Best 4K monitor. As compared to its predecessor, the S2721Q features a much more modern, minimalist design. The screen bezels on the top and two sides are significantly thinner and they're no longer raised up from the screen. This is helpful if you want to set up a multi-monitor setup. Besides, all control buttons are no longer placed on the front or bottom of the screen. Instead, Dell uses only one power button and a joystick on the back to adjust image settings. You can easily find the controls with your pointing or middle finger. I really appreciate the change because it removes a lot of distraction when looking at the display. It has a large screen with a 4K resolution, good ergonomics and wide viewing angles, making it a great choice for nearly any office environment. It has low input lag, a fast response time and VRR support to provide a good gaming experience. It has full coverage of the sRGB color space, but its color accuracy is just okay out of the box. The contrast ratio is low and there's some backlight bleed, so it isn't ideal for dark rooms. Overall though, the S2721Q brings a reliable, colourful image along with some extra features to help sweeten the pot. In the 27-inch budget 4K category, it's a top contender. Number 2. Dell U2415, best runner-up. This is the monitor that delivers the most bang for your buck at this price point. It's also extremely versatile and can do anything including gaming, even though it isn't designed for those purposes. It's also one of the best monitors for professional media work, and at this price, it's more than you could want. On top of all this, the Dell U2415 is the best choice if you want a multi-monitor setup for your workspace, thanks to its features that we'll check out in a moment. The first impression that you get from the Dell U2415 is that it fits into most office spaces and design studios. It has some pretty solid minimalist vibes that combine so well with the utilitarian look of the monitor. It's also pretty sturdy overall and gives a high-quality impression. I should mention that the bezels on top and sides make it perfect for dual or multi-monitor setups. I'll also state that this one is based around a 24-inch in-plane switching panel with a taller than normal aspect ratio of 16:10, which is better suited for productivity users. The resolution of the panel is 1920 by 1200 pixels, resulting in a pixel density of 94 ppi. The refresh rate is 60 Hz, the contrast ratio 1000:1, and it delivers a great color performance, reproducing 99% of the sRGB and 77% of the Adobe RGB color spaces with great accuracy. One of the most impressive out there. Number 1. Asus ProArt Display PA278QV. Best for professional use. The best monitor in the budget category for graphic design and other works we've tested is the Asus ProArt Display PA278QV. It's a professional-looking model with a large 27-inch screen and a 1440p resolution. Its simple design fits easily into any office setting, and its superb ergonomics allow you to adjust it however you like. It has an IPS panel with wide viewing angles and overcomes glare with ease, even in the brightest settings. The Asus ProArt Display PA278QV is a very good budget-friendly monitor that's intended for creative professionals. Its superb ergonomics, high peak brightness and wide viewing angles make it a good fit for nearly any type of workspace. It comes with good color accuracy out of the box, and it has an excellent SDR color gamut. However, it can't display a wide color gamut and doesn't support HDR. It has impressive gaming performance despite its professional-looking design, as it has a fast response time, adaptive sync support, and a 75 Hz refresh rate that makes fast motion look just a bit more fluid. It has good out-of-the-box color accuracy and an excellent SDR color gamut with near full coverage of the sRGB color space. However, its Adobe RGB coverage is only decent and may not be good enough for professional photo editors. Its response time is great. It has an optional black frame insertion feature, and its native 75 Hz refresh rate makes motion look slightly more fluid, such as when scrolling quickly through a document or when gaming. It supports adaptive sync to reduce screen tearing, and it's compatible with FreeSync and G-Sync sources. Buying guide. Resolution. After choosing the screen size of your next monitor, you should choose the resolution. The resolution of the screen refers to the number of pixels that are displayed at any given moment. The higher, the better, since it corresponds to more sharpness and detail. There are 1080p Full HD monitors, which are the most popular, especially in the budget range. You can also get 1440p monitors, which are better in terms of sharpness than the former. 4K is the top of the crop in my opinion, despite 5K and 8K monitors starting to circulate the market. But then again, a 4K monitor will be significantly more expensive than 1080p and 1440p resolution panels. Panel type. The panel type is a pretty important choice you need to make before buying a new monitor. There are generally 3 panel types out there, which consist of twisted pneumatic, vertical alignment, and in-plane switching panels, and you need to choose the one that fits your needs the most. TN panels are the fastest and more dedicated to gamers because they sacrifice a bit of color. IPS panels, on the other hand, deliver better colors and better viewing angles at a higher price. VA panels sit in the middle of both and are generally better for office use, but suffer from ghosting most of the time. Refresh rate. Ideally, you want a monitor with at least a 75 Hz combined with the lowest response time you can find. Refresh rate is particularly important for gamers, so most gaming monitors have a refresh rate of at least 120 Hz. The fastest available is 360 Hz, and you'll want a maximum response time of 5 milliseconds.